Good afternoon. 2 o'clock again here at Pickering Bend. Nice cold day, 35 degrees or so outside if we're lucky today. It's National Chopstick Day. It's kind of interesting that it happens to be falling on the 6th day of the Chinese New Year this year.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my red shirt. That's good luck for in Chinese philosophy or whatever. And I thought I would start off today with a tribute to chopsticks.
Somebody
Chopsticks.
gave you a heart.
A heart for chopsticks. Well, that's a good sign.
So there's supposed to be 11 people watching, but I only have a few names here. Marty Hudak.
Hi, Marty. How are you?
George McCoy.
And George and Lynn, how are you doing today?
Ziggy from Germany.
Of course, Ziggy. How are you?
Chuck from Catonsville, Maryland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Welcome, Chuck.
Yeah. And
The other half of the Acoustic Coots.
yeah. Stu Schneider says, Ivan who? Never heard of him.
How you doing there, Stu? Good to see you here.
Pat, Patricia Gilbert,
Hi, Patricia.
and Ross Rentler.
Hey, Russ, how you doing today?
Chuck says he thought you were going to play with chopsticks.
Back in 1989 was an incident in China with Tiananmen Square. And I happened to be driving into Chapel Hill, North Carolina on the day that happened. And I was doing a concert that evening at a coffee house. And I was listening to the NPR station there in Chapel Hill. And lo and behold, as an intro to that story on the Tiananmen Square incident, they played my recording of the Chinese breakdown. So I was pretty excited driving into town and hearing one of my recordings actually on NPR, as local as it was. And so I'm going to recreate that now. This was possibly written by a fellow named Fred Rowe, and it's called Chinese Breakdown. right down.
Peter Lee sends greetings from warming Milwaukee.
Warming Milwaukee. How you doing, Peter? Good to see you here.
Carol Rapier says Carol and Michael are so enjoying the show.
Oh, good.
Who's Michael?
Maybe she'll tell you who
Yeah,
Michael
maybe.
is.
Oh, Stu says they've got reception trouble.
Oh, no.
Oh. And Russ Rettler says smoking.
Thank you, Russ.
Chuck says, love that one. Yeah, I do too, Chuck.
This next song is a traditional song, and the name of it is How Many Biscuits Can You Eat Anyway? I always heard it as How Many Biscuits Can You Eat? I didn't know that it was really anyway,
Yeah.
but it is. How many biscuits can you eat anyway? This is one I heard. I learned it from the CD of the Orchard Grass Band. How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. Make my coffee good and strong this morning. Make my coffee good and strong this evening. Make my coffee good and strong. Keep on bringing your biscuits along this morning, this evening, right now. How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? No, 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. Ain't no use me work so hard this morning. Ain't no use me working so hard this evening. Ain't no use me working so hard, 'cause I got a woman in my backyard this morning, this evening, right now. Some folks say a preacher won't steal this morning. Some folks say a preacher won't steal this evening. Some folks say a preacher won't steal, but I caught two in my cornfield this morning, this evening, right now. How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? Oh, 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. This morning, this evening, right now. How many biscuits can you eat? I wish somebody out there would tell me what a ham of meat is.
Yeah.
It says in here, well, you can eat 49 biscuits and a ham of meat. No one's ever told me what that ham of meat is. I still can't figure it out.
George says that's the first time he's heard how many biscuits can you eat anyway.
Oh, really?
It sounds like a fun one to play.
Yeah, there's other verses to it, too. I just picked a couple of the ones that I liked.
Yeah. I told you Peter Lee's watching, right? Yeah.
From Milwaukee.
All right, that's right.
Peter Lee is a great cyclist, I should say.
Good.
It's not always a bicycle, I
Uh-huh.
don't think. Sometimes I think it's one of those recumbent things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're fun
Yeah.
to ride.
Well, Peter Pellegrino is checking in.
Hello,
from
Peter.
Ice Mass.
Ice Mass instead of MAS.
Yeah. And Tim Martin, Tim from Ormond Beach.
Ah, welcome, Tim.
Yeah. And Gigi Andrzejewski.
Who is it?
Gigi
Oh, yeah.
Andrzejewski.
Yeah. Gigi, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I know Gigi. Gigi's from the Plymouth Meeting Song Circle.
Oh, she's
at
local.
the Quaker Meeting House there in Plymouth Meeting.
Right.
This next song was written by William and Versie Smith, and it was recorded by famous auto harp player Ernest Pop Stoneman in 1924, and it's called "The Sinking of the Titanic." It was on one Monday morning, just about 1 o'clock, when the great Titanic began to reel and rock. Then the people began to cry, saying, Lord, we're gonna die. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. There were husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. When they built the great Titanic, they said, what would they do? They said they'd build a ship that water could not go through. But God with mighty hand showed the world that it could not stand. It was sad when that ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. There were husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was very sad when that great ship went down. When they heard the signal ring, they were headed for the shore. The rich folks they declared they wouldn't ride with the poor. So they sent the poor below, they were the first to go. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. There were husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad when that great ship went down. That's called The Sinking of the Titanic.
Skeeter Goldberg.
Hey, welcome,
with
Skeeter.
us, and he said his mother used to sing him this song. She said she learned it in Girl Scouts.
How many biscuits can you eat? I bet that was.
No,
right?
no, I think
Or no, The
Great
Sinking of the
Ship.
Titanic?
Yeah, Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Robert M. Mead says hi from Fayetteville, Tennessee.
How you doing there, Bob? This next song is one that was written by Tom Paxton, and it's a parody of the song that I've done a few times here called Engine 143. That's a song about the famous train called the Flying Virginian or something, FFV, Fast Flying Virginian. I don't know that it was a real train or not, but the engineer on that train's name was Georgie, and I got this song from my friend George, who's watching in now, George McCoy, and Tom Paxton wrote this. It's called Georgie on the Freeway. The summer sun was beating down, no pity would it show. Georgie's office air conditioner would no longer go. As pools of sweat rolled off his brow, he had one reverie. He saw himself with his wife and kids in his cottage by the sea. He paid for his car at the parking lot, which gave the poor man chills. The attendant laughed and walked away, thumbing a roll of bills. He started his engine, the trembling hands at the end of a long, hard day. And placing himself in the hands of God, he drove to the long freeway. The traffic stretch as far as the eye can see. To bumper they sped. They drove at supernatural speeds, which filled his heart with dread. Sometimes they stopped for an hour or more, and 1,000 horns would blow. George Chester's eyes rolled back in his head, and his poor brain started to go. He came at last to the turnpike gate, and he laid his money down. He took the first turn to the right, and he followed the curve around. He took each bend of the clover leaf, he followed every sign. And when he came back to the same toll gate, he gave them another dime. His hands were tight on the steering wheel, his lips and throat were dry. He swore by all that he held dear, he'd make it through or die. He took the first turn to the right, the clover leaf to go through. He was quite sure of his success till the toll gate rose in view. And now they say when the moon is full and the clover leaf is still, the sound of an engine can be heard laboring up the hill. The dime drops in the toll machine, the cool of a summer's night, and eternally the poor car takes the first turn to the right. Poor Georgie going around and around and around on the freeway.
Kathy Hollinsworth should hear that one. Peter Lee said, back on the bike thing, one of those recumbent things, e-trike, thank you.
There, I've been put in my place.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is an e-trike.
An e-trike. Yeah.
That just means you're cheating because it's electric.
Oh.
I think electric scooters are fun. I wish I had mine.
Yeah. I'm glad you don't.
Well, after that accident, we don't want to repeat that thing. That's for sure. Here's another song. This is a song by Tim Hardin, and it's called "If I Were a Carpenter." If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? If a tinker were my trade, would you still find me carrying the pots I made, following behind me? Save my love for loneliness, save my love for sorrow. I'll give you my loneliness, give me your tomorrow. Cloudwork Carpenter by Tim Martin.
Margarita Pietro Paolo has joined us.
Ah, buonasera.
And Charlie Zom says sounding great.
Hey, thank you, Charlie. That's quite a compliment coming from you. I'm glad you could stop in today. This
Gretchen Barron is also
Hey,
watching.
Gretchen, how you doing? This next song is one by the Beatles, and it's called In My Life.
Mm.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still recall, some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. And to know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved you more. In my life, I've loved you more.
Oh, that's so pretty.
All you Beatles fans out there.
Yeah. Gretchen says, aloha from frigid and snow-covered central Illinois. I miss my swaying palm trees of Hawaii.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Good to be back with you today.
I hope you had a good cruise.
Mm.
Sure wish I was on that cruise.
Mm-hmm.
This this next one is kind of hopeful thinking, and maybe it'll make you feel a little bit warmer. It's written by Harry Shields, and it's called In the Good Old Summertime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lane with your baby mine. You hold your hand and she holds yours. That's a very good sign that she's your tootsie wootsie in the good old summertime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lane with your baby mine. You hold her hand and she holds yours. That's a very good sign that she's your tootsie wootsie in the good old summertime. Feel any warmer?
No.
No. Okay. Well, music doesn't solve everything.
Laura Harden says hi, and she's watering plants while
Hi,
she
Lara.
listens
How you
to
doing?
you. Yeah, I just did that, Laura.
Yeah. Got my Happy Sassafras tea. Still don't have my endorsement. But who knows, a check could be in the mail, you know?
Could be.
This next song was written by Von Horton, excuse me, and it's called Sold Down the River. Where is the love that you promised in the pine? Gone like the flowers in the fall, drifting in sorrow. No, I've got the wrong line. Let's start it over again. Where is the love that you promised through the pine? Gone like the flowers in the fall. You crossed your heart, now you're double crossing mine. You've been pretending after all. I was sold down the river to a port of broken dreams, drifting in sorrow down the stream. Sold down the river on a ship that won't return, when it anchors in the sea of broken dreams. I never dreamed that your love would grow so cold, hiding behind the rainbow's end. You must be blind for the glitter of the gold, gold that can never find a friend. I was sold down the river to a port of broken dreams, drifting in sorrow down the stream. Sold down the river on a ship that won't return, when it anchors in the sea of broken dreams. You'll never know what it means to sit and cry after your heart is broken too. Someday you'll learn and your soul will burn and die when someone double crosses you. Sold down the river to a port of broken dreams, drifting in sorrow down the stream. Sold down the river on a ship that won't return, when it anchors in the sea of broken dreams. When it anchors in the sea of broken dreams. Sold down the river.
Like Fenton and Jim Mosher did that one.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
This next song is an A.P. Carter song. And if you listen to any recording by some fancy guitar players, you'll hear this wonderful little riff that goes on. And you're not going to hear that today,
No.
because it's not that the autoharp can't, or is not capable of doing all of those fancy little riffs that they
But
do.
you're not.
But I'm not. Yeah.
Brenda Federici joined us.
Hey Brenda, how you doing? Hope Angie's joining us too. So this is called "You Are My Flower." See, you get to take a drink now. It's the wrong harp and the wrong key.
Mm-hmm.
There, that's better. The grass is just as green, the sky is just as blue. The day is just as bright, the birds are singing too. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. The air is just as pure, the sunlight just as sweet. And nature seems to say that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. When summertime is gone and snow begins to fall, you can sing this song and say the one and all. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. So wear a happy smile and life will be worthwhile. Forget the tears, but don't forget to smile. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. You Are My Flower by A.P. Carter. Anything exciting happened this week?
Not that I can.
Not to us.
No.
Same old, same old. Now this is our 99th concert. We're looking forward to number 100 next week. Gonna do all the songs that I really love to do. And I hope you'll join me for that one too.
Ziggy said a very good approximation of the fancy guitar work.
Oh, well, thank you, Ziggy. You're very kind, and I know you are.
Margarita says bravissimo.
Grazie. This next song is a Utah Phillips song. And I'm going to do a couple of his songs today because I really like his music. This one is called I Remember Loving You. I look at my brown suitcase and I think of all the places that I've seen. Railroad yards and prison guards and dumpy little towns along the stem. And the whispering of the people as they watch every move that I go through. I remember all these things, but mostly I remember loving you. I remember loving you back when the world was new. And I think you love me too. I remember loving you. The buckskin smells, so the people tell as we huddled in the boxcar from the rain. Flashing lights to cut that night, the railroad bowl that pulled us off the train. When the winter's cold and the norther blows, I'm huddled in the corner till I'm blue. I remember all these things, so I say I remember loving you. I remember loving you back when the world was new. And I think you love me too. I remember loving you. Winter streets with a frozen sleet come soaking through the cardboard in my shoes. Where the promised land might be a place where a man could find free cigarettes and booze. And the alleyways full of ragged strays, the doorway wine I tell my troubles to. I remember all these things of us, see, I remember loving you. I remember loving you back when the world was new. And I think you love me too. I remember loving you. I remember loving you But when the world was new, and I think you love me too, I remember loving you.
It's pretty.
Is that a pretty song?
Yeah. Skeeter Goldberg asks, how's the pump organ project coming?
I'm still staring at it, trying to figure out how could it possibly work.
Yeah.
And so what I've done is I've taken some pictures of it as it stands right now, and I'm going to contact the company and not too far away from here in Center Square, Pennsylvania, and I'm gonna hope they'll have a little consultation with me over the phone or a Zoom video or something like that. I'm gonna send them the photos and say, what am I doing wrong? Because there's no reason in the world why that thing shouldn't be working.
Yeah.
But it's not yet. And when I find out how easy and simple it is, I'm going to be really angry with myself.
Ken Zimmerman says,
Welcome, Ken.
at least I haven't got the wobbly table fixed. I think the organ is next on the to-do
Ken, look.
list. It still wobbles.
It's just that this doesn't weigh. Yeah, this weighs more, so it's kind of tilted down, tilted to the back, and so it can't tilt there anymore.
Peter Lee said that is one very beautiful song.
Yeah, isn't that?
Yes.
I forgot to get the author on this, and I'm sure one of you will come up with it in no time at all. It's I Love Paris. I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment, every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love is near. I Love Paris.
Cole Porter, first published in 1953.
See, I knew it wouldn't take long. Cole Porter.
Yeah,
of course.
Right. Sounds like him. Ken Zimmerman found that for you.
Thank you, Ken.
And Ziggy, too.
Ziggy.
Yeah. Rita Persing joined us.
Hi, Rita. How are you today?
She says, better late than never, right?
Now, Peter's a great bicyclist or cyclist, and Rita's a great walker.
Oh.
Walks every day.
Good for them.
I see a map of where she walks every day.
Mm.
And she posts that on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
I get tired just watching her map.
Does she live somewhere warm?
West of us a bit, here in Pennsylvania.
Not warm.
Not warm, no. Not warm at all.
Good for her.
This next song is a traditional song, but it is associated with the Carter family. and it's called I Never Will Marry. One morning as I ramble down by the seashore, the wind did whistle and the waters did roar. I heard a poor maiden make a pitiful sound. It sounded so lonesome in the waters around. I never will marry or be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. The shells in the ocean shall be my deathbed. The fish in deep waters swim over my head. I never will marry nor be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. She plunged her fair body in the water so deep. She closed her blue eyes in the waters to sleep. My love's gone and left me, the one I adore. She's gone where I never will see her anymore. I never will marry or be no man's wife. I expect to live single all the days of my life. I expect to live single all the days of my life. I never will marry.
So Rita says, wrong Rita, I'm not a walker.
Oh,
Must be another Rita.
yeah, I guess so. This next song is another Utah Phillips song. And this one is called I Think of You. It's a real pretty song. I love to see the wildflowers blooming, and I wonder why they seem so plain. The springtime rides the brown hills over, and the young birds sing in the silver rain. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole day through. Far away in a lonesome city, all the time you're gone, I think of you. sunlight, and the dust clouds stand in the summer sky. I'll number all the climbing roses and watch to see the milkweed fly. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole day through. Far away in a lonesome city, all the time you're gone, I think of you. And when I hear the soft wind moaning like an angel's voice from a far-off shore, my days slip by like lightning snow falling, or dry brown leaves blown by my door. I think of you as the night rolls by. You're on my mind the whole day through. Far away in a lonesome city, all the time you're gone, I think of you. Utah Phillips, I think of you.
A lot of these are Neil Walters songs too.
Oh yeah? Well, don't tell Neil.
Okay. I mean, ones that he's recorded.
Well, you know, I have this collection of CDs from all these people all over the
On
place,
your iPod.
and songs on my iPod, and you know, that's where I get a lot of my stuff.
Uh-huh.
Some people send suggestions. If any of you out there have a request, you can always
Try to get
ask.
it.
You just send me an email to ivan.autoharp@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer you. I might even tell you whether or not I could actually do the song. This next song, Mrs. Cameron of Inveralort, I probably pronounced that wrong, is credited for collecting the melody of this song in 1870. And Sir Harold Bolton wrote the lyrics to it, and it's called the Lochte Boat Song. When I've done my work of day, and I row my boat away down the waters of Lochte, as the evening light is fading, and I look upon them flowers where the afterglory glows, and I think on two bright eyes and the melting mouth below. She's my beauteous red-haired girl, she's my joy and sorrow too, and although she is untrue, well, I cannot live without her, for my heart's a broken code, and I give the world to know why she means to let me go, as I sing for leave alone. my heart's a boat in tow, and I give the world to know what it means to let me go as I sing away alone. Redhead girl, your lovely hair has your beauty, I declare that all the treasures rare from Killing to Aberfeldy, be they in bright brown or gold, be they blacker than the snow, they are worth no more to me than the melting flake of snow. And her eyes are like the gleam or the sunlight on the stream, and the songs the fairies sing seems like songs she sings at milking. But my heart is full of woe, for last night she bade me go, and the tears began to flow as I sing away alone. That's the Locketay Boat Song. I have another boat song for you now. That last one was the Locketay Boat Song, and this is the Sky Boat Song. This tune was picked up by a popular series on, what was it, Netflix and Now Stars?
Mm-hmm. Outlander.
Called Outlander.
Yeah.
And they changed all the words, but the story is all about Prince Charles, right? The Outlander.
No. Part of it. Only a small part of it.
Well, that's enough. Bail me out here, you know, every once in a while. It was written by Sir Harold Bolton to an air collected in the 1870s by Anne Campbell MacLeod. It's called the Sky Boat Song. Hey, bonny boat, like a bird on the wind, onward the sailors fly. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunder claps rend the air. Battle our foes, stand on the shore, follow they will not dare. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Many's the lad fought on that day, well the claymore could wield it. When the night came, silently lay, dead on the golden field. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Billow and breeze, islands and seas, mountains of rain and sun. All that was good, all that was fair, all that was ours is gone. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Burned are our homes, exile and death, scattered the loyal men. Yet ere the sword, cool in the sheath, Skyboat song.
Skeeter said, oddly, a great show for those of us interested in the Jacobite Rebellion or cool Scottish people.
Well, there's a fellow here in the area in Coatesville named Charlie Zom, who's a wonderful performer, and
He was
he is
watching.
totally and completely and absolutely wrapped up in all of that Scottish history. And he even does tours to Scotland to live that history. And he's probably one of the best Scottish music performers around forever. I mean, he knows all of those songs. And wears a kilt most of the time when he's playing.
Russ Rentler says, beautiful song.
Thank you, Russ.
Rita said, never knew Skyboat had lyrics. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. You can also check out the lyrics that were written for Outlander. If you
Subscribe to Stars.
You don't need to subscribe to Stars for that. But if you Google the Skyboat song lyrics, you'll get these lyrics that I sung today. And if you Google Skyboat song Outlander, then you can get the lyrics that the Outlander program used. Well, see, Liz, another hour has just shot by like that. I hope you've all enjoyed the music today. And as always, if you can manage to throw a little something in my virtual tip jar, either at Venmo or PayPal, I truly appreciate it. It's the way I get by with these concerts, and you're the help that do that. So until next week, I hope you all have a good week. You want to stay safe, stay healthy, and
Stay warm.
Stay warm, or stay cool if you're down in Florida and it's 80 degrees. And I hope you all join me next week for concert number 100. But until then, we'll leave you with this. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing and fall and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails to you till we meet again. See you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Take care now.